may I offer you a contrarian point of view on the away suitcase story, even though I'm a journalist in New York City. Is it okay to feel conflicted about stories? I feel conflicted. I feel like maybe we don't admit enough when we feel conflicted. But the Verge reporter Zoe Schiffer wrote an excellent, technically very good reporting piece on away suitcases. That startup that charges $200, $300 for a fancy suitcase that you see everyone rolling about in at the airports. The latest hot commodity. It was a startup, away suitcases. It's a startup, about 200, 300 employees. Zoe Schiffer, the reporter of Verge, wrote an excellent piece detailing the corporate culture working at Away. And in the piece, many a Slack or screenshotted internal communications and revealed. And it was an effective piece because Steph Korey, the founder of Away Suitcases, resigned. So in terms of reporting, you can't get much better than that. One, finding a story on a suitcase startup, tracking down the story, finding the sources, getting access to internal communications, and then publishing it in a manner that got the CEO to resign. Technically a very good piece of reporting. But I'm conflicted. I'm going to be honest, I feel conflicted. A lot of the examples and anecdotes used in the story I didn't find particularly compelling, at least not in the narrative that it was a toxic workplace environment. To me, nobody's forced to work at Away, and a lot of the examples they gave, perhaps the most salient, being that she group messaged a bunch of people working in customer experience, user experience, and said she was revoking people's ability to work from home or use their paid time off until they completed 5 days of successful randomized answering of customer user experiences. Now, on surface level, this looks a little odd. Why would you revoke people's ability to take time off? But she wasn't revoking anybody's ability, the CEO, Steph Korey, wasn't revoking anybody's ability to take time off if they needed, simply their ability to use paid time off. And she was still going to approve those who had already put in their paid time off or those who had already put in their working from home. And her requirement to lift the ban from paid time off, this was the big example, that's why I'm detailing it in her piece so much here, was that she was going to randomly call the Away customer service 3 times throughout the day, and she wanted her team to successfully complete the experience for 5 days in a row. Now 5 days is simply Monday through Friday. 1 week. 1 week the team needed to successfully complete the task. Which makes me wonder, did the team fail prior? Were they unable to get satisfactory customer experiences for 5 days in a row prior? It strikes me as kind of a low bar. But speaking of which, founders. It's so often we see founders that are able to build a company from nothing ousted, often under the guise, whether right or wrong, that they're creating a workplace that is intolerable to their employees. But with any startup, requires certain compromises to be made when growing a company. That's part of the startup culture, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. And as often as we mourn or bemoan the lack of female founders, and even those that seem to strike it rich turn out to be fraudulent, like Elizabeth Holmes, here we had a real one, Steph Korey. And who took her down? None other but another woman. Were the examples Zoe, the reporter from Verge, detailed perhaps unusual, perhaps strict as a workplace? Yes. But Steph Korey, in my mind, didn't behave outside the normal bounds of a founder or even a startup. In fact, there's been much more fantastic tales told about Kalanick or Mark Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk. And once again, I put forth, nobody was forcing these employees to work at this company. This was certainly not, I'm sure, the most lucrative of gigs there ever was. It was a small, lean startup. The cushy jobs are in the legacy, the big media and tech companies. Those are the cushy jobs, not the startups. A narrative was effectively reported and written by The Verge successfully in that it ousted its CEO. So with the metric of journalism, it was a stunning success. But with the metric of business, maybe it wasn't the best. Now the founder is gone and the future of the company she started is uncertain. Some workers may rejoice, but I think we've seen enough in history to realize that founders usually have a magic touch. And so that's why I'm conflicted. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is it okay to feel conflicted about these kinds of stories? to understand the grievances of the employees, but also understand the goals of the employer. That certain compromises and realities must be dealt with in order to grow a company, particularly in our competitive landscape. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching. Slightly contrarian view from a reporter that lives in New York City, knows the general manager of The Verge. How's it going, Steven? If you're watching this, hope things are going well. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Oh, and I should add, if you like this video, hit like. If you made it this far in the video, consider subscribing. Maybe it means you actually find what I have to say interesting. Yeah, thanks for watching.